When it comes to a lead magnet, we want our lead magnet to do 4 things, right? It's got to be these 4 things. So if you've got a blank sheet, I'd love it if you could draw this out with me, please. The first thing we want our lead magnet to be, in fact, Mike, I think you and I co-wrote our first lead magnet together years and years and years ago. It was called the 10 by 10 marketing system or something stupid like that. It was 47 pages long. It was taking us so long to write that one day I was like, Mike, if this thing isn't written by 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, I'm hitting send on the email which says it's available anyway. Do you remember that? Yeah, and it wasn't written. So we hit send and bam, everyone was it. And so we had to scramble like madmen to make this thing happen. I think we sent it to 584 people and 246 asked for the thing within 13 hours. And it was like, oh crap, we better write this thing really fast. Your lead magnet wants to be 4 things. The first thing it wants to be, we failed this test, it wants to be short. 47 pages does not a short lead magnet make. It wants to be short. Let's just kind of quickly talk about that. Why is it nice for a lead magnet to be short? Yeah.
Easy to consume.
Easy to consume. Easy to create as well. Everybody wins. Right? What's the flip side? If it's too long, what's the danger? It won't get read. And in my case, it probably won't even get written. Oops. Firstly, it wants to be short. Everyone say short. Great. Next up, we're going to use a tool called the Sage Magnet Builder, S-A-G-E. So our S is short. Our A is it wants to be actionable. What's the word? Yeah. It wants to be step by step. Ideally, it wants to have like some fill in the blanks or some homework or some exercise, some do this now. If something is actionable, it's got worksheet exercises or fill in the blanks or action steps to take. What does that do to it? Makes it useful. Remember yesterday we talked about the idea of utility, that the best marketing is useful? Yeah, it's useful and it helps people to get results. Exactly right. Good so far? So the G. The G is that it's good. No. It's goal-driven. So this is a key concept because in a minute we're going to build a lead magnet and I need you to get this G part right. So do you remember yesterday I said, what's the end result people want from you? And I went right way down here. And so maybe it's more clients. I want to sell more houses. I want to double my financial planning business. I want to sell my whatever it is quickly. And then I said, well, that's great. What's the first step? Do you remember that? I said, what's the first step? So the way we make it goal-oriented is, remember yesterday I said, it's like if it's a learn to play guitar, our first step is here's how to play the F chord well. Yes? So our lead magnet is not going to be our whole system from soup to nuts. It's going to be built around step 1, deep. You cool with that? So let's just do a quick check-in. I'm going to give you 60 seconds right now to write down 2 things. Thing number 1, please listen very carefully. Thing number 1, I want you to write down what is the end result people want from me. And thing number 2 is what's the first step. Okay, 60 seconds, ready, set, go. And stop. Hands up if you got the end step written down. Great. Hands up if you got your first step written down. Okay. Have a look at your first step. If we put a lead magnet around that, is it going to help people to get the end result? Yeah. What we want to do is we want to teach them the first bit. They go, oh, that was good. That worked. Now I'm excited about learning the next thing. So that's what your lead magnet's going to be about, with one caveat. If your first step is so batshit boring, but step 2 or 3 might be sexier, then we'll build it around something a little bit sexier. Is that cool? Otherwise, it's going to be first step or early step that's sexy. You cool with that? So if yours needs a quick tweak, I'm going to give you 20 seconds right now just to write that down. Don't need a music, just 20 seconds right now. If you go, you know what, that one's a bit boring, but step 2 sounds cool, brilliant. Good with that? You good with that? All right. So it's going to be short. It's going to be actionable. It's going to be goal-oriented. In other words, it's going to be the first step towards achieving a goal. Lastly, it's going to be easy. And the key for easy is easy enough for a beginner. Easy enough for a beginner. You okay so far? So let's just think about this. If you have a lead magnet that is short and actionable, what does that do? If it's short and actionable, yeah, exactly. It gets people in. It creates momentum. If it's short and goal-oriented, it gets people excited. If it's actionable and easy enough for a beginner, it helps them make progress. And if it's goal-oriented and easy, it gives them confidence. Confidence that what? That they can do it, and that what? That your stuff works, and confidence that, yeah, it gives them confidence in you and whatever your next step is as well. Does that make sense?